In the wake of the critically acclaimed and incredibly popular Broadway musical, Hamilton, the story of the early individuals who shaped America became widespread. In particular, many people became enamored with the stories of the three daughters of war hero Philip Schuyler, the Schuyler sisters. Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy became well known and beloved overnight. However, the story of the youngest sister was never sung within any of the music of this play, and so her story remains rather obscure. Peggy was born as Margarita Schuyler on September 19, 1758, as the third daughter of the well-known and affluent Philip Schuyler. Her father was an extremely prominent and respected figure in both the social and political sphere, and the family was able to meet and talk with men like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Although forgotten in Lin-Manuel Miranda's story of the late 1700s, Peggy Schuyler was not one to let herself be forgotten by others. She is described as a bright and spirited genius who lit up every room she walked into. Apart from her charm, Peggy is also known for her reckless kindness and bravery. In an untold story, the Schuyler family's quiet night was shattered by a raiding party who broke into their estate looking to murder Philip Schuyler. After hiding themselves upstairs, the family realized that their infant sibling was still asleep downstairs, completely exposed to the intruders. Seeing as both of her sisters were with child at the time, Peggy risked her own life in order to save her siblings and went to retrieve the baby herself. She narrowly succeeded after encountering a close call with the raiding party, and all of her family remained safe. Peggy was courageous in other ways as well. At that time, it was seen as inappropriate and of bad taste to marry a man who was younger than yourself. And yet, Peggy refused this and even defied her father in order to marry the man that she loved, Stephen Van Rensselaer III, who was 6 years younger than her. Despite his young age, Van Rensselaer was the 10th richest man in all of America at that time. By marrying him, Peggy secured for herself a comfortable life and an enviable position in society. Peggy and Stephen had 3 children, but only one, their son Stephen, survived into adulthood. Despite this tragedy, Peggy spent her life as a devoted and loving mother. And in 1808, her son graduated from Princeton University and went on to become a major general in the New York militia. In 1801, Peggy contracted an illness and died at the age of 42, and had a grand funeral in Albany, New York. Peggy Schuyler lived a truly full and accomplished life, especially for women at that time. She was loving, quirky, and rebellious, and made her own way in life. And now, hopefully, she will be remembered just a little bit better.